Alright, it's Monday, September 10th, about 8 o'clock in the morning. Gigi's taking me to where I got off, Gravel Springs parking. The attempt is to try to get 20 miles to Pinnacle. When I get to Beams Gap, that'll be 200 miles today. 200 total, obviously, miles. But it's pretty crappy out. It's not heavy rain like yesterday. Now, when I get in there, and if there's a lot of blowdowns or dangerous situation because the winds are supposed to pick up, I will leave the trail to go onto the road. I don't know how much safer it will be on the road with some of these people out driving, but I'm going to have to do the safe thing so I can make it all the way. Alright, today, Tuesday, September 11th, 9/11. This is just a retake of yesterday because once I got here, started the video, it was just dumb to come in here. Gigi's leaving today, so there's no excuse to stay hanging out any longer. But it's time to go in, and everyone's telling me, don't be dumb, get out. So what's going to happen is, going to get in there, and if there's a lot of trees coming down because of the soil so moist, or if storms and winds come up, I'll walk the road. That's just what it is. I mean, it would be dumb to stay in here with falling trees. I'll walk the road. Already have an offer from Gadgets to come rescue me if need be, if the weather starts getting really bad. But I usually carry enough food that if I have to hunker down in a shelter somewhere, that's not an issue. And you may notice that the camera's a little further away from me now. Gigi brought the stick pick down for me because, as most of you know, with the surgery I had on my neck, I literally can't hold my phone out at arm's length. I just physically can't do it. So this should also make filming a little more watchable and not so jerky. So okay, so now that Gigi's away, I can talk more frank now because she won't be listening to me. Yeah, I'm going to be very cautious. I'm not getting off the trail now. I still have a couple days. I still have a couple days to see which track this hurricane takes. Now, a guy I met right out of Harper's Ferry, a Joe named Indy, he's doing great. Just ran into him at Gravel Spring Gap. But he's worried about it enough that his brother's coming to pick him up. They're going to get off the trail until this passes. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I didn't make it this long by being a risk taker. But I'm not too apt to running in at the first sound of thunder either, if you know what I mean. Well, this is what I see today. The trail's right back there. About 50 feet. It crosses over from our left to the right. Yeah, I think it's going to be like this the whole day. Got a bit of a dilemma. Once I was loading up the car this morning, I had no room to set my pack straight up, so when I laid it down, I could smell that my denatured alcohol was leaking. Well, instead of getting that all over my equipment and over Gigi's new vehicle, I promptly pulled it out of where I store it in my pack and set it up right in the back. Well, I'm a couple miles into my hike and realize I don't have my fuel. I don't have anything to frickin' cold soak my meals in. So, being the way reception here in the park is, I was able to get a single word out to Gigi, fuel, in a text. Hopefully she'll understand, and hopefully she will just travel Skyline looking for me. Alright, cooking fuel problem solved. Gigi received a text. She figured, since we have no reception, that I would be road walking forward and only had to walk 3.2 miles until she found me. So I'm back on the trail. White blaze right back there. And I will have my fuel. But what I'm finding out now, though, after those few short miles I've walked, man, I'm getting cramps pretty bad in my legs and my calf. And Gigi said that's because all I drank was beer and soda pop the whole time. I did nothing. So I'm paying for it right now. All right, well, it's 3:18. Just made it to Beams Gap, meaning 200 miles since Duncannon. I wanted to try to get the bird's nest today, but 4 days of not doing anything but hanging around, laying around with my wife. Well, my legs were cramping. I did take this stuff that Roger Rackrail gave me, and it seemed to make a difference, but then they started cramping again. So it's like 1.7 to Pass Mountain Hut. That's where I'll go, because there's no way I'm going to make it 3:18 in the afternoon to Bird's Nest. Now, if I knew for sure what was around Mary's Rock, I'd like to stealth camp there, but I'm not going to take the chance. So, but 200 miles, huh? Who would ever thunk that? Okay, well, it's Wednesday, September 12th. Let's see what shelter it is. Pass Mountain Hut. Pass Mountain Hut. I only made it there last night. It was cramping a lot yesterday. It was a full house here. Had a couple section hikers, Rolex, and Rain Man. Some through hikers. Had Chili, Stripper. Had a couple more section hikers from Michigan. They're doing the park here. And also, before nightfall, hiker came in, Happy. That was his trail name. It just so happens that Happy was the hiker that broke his arm at Neil Gap on February 16th, and the 20th is when my ankle went out. So he was able to rehab and jump up to Katahdin. He's working his way down. He's doing really well. He pulled off a 28-miler yesterday. He's crazy, but he's not going to do that big of a miles today. All right, well, on my way up to Mary's Rock. The goal now has changed today. I talked to Gigi. I was already contacted by park rangers. Backcountry is being closed at midnight tonight. The park will be closed tomorrow. So, she's on her way down to come get me. That's not what we had planned, but that's what's going to have to happen. At first I thought, I'll ride it out. What the hell, Find a shelter, or even like hang around Skyland or Big Meadow Lodge. But the park is sitting at all crossings on the road to catch any hiker to let them know they need to get out. They're taking this serious. So I have to. I mean, I don't know why, but Gigi needs me around, grandkids, so on and so forth. So I won't be stupid. I'll get off the trail. Just hopefully it won't be very long. So let's go see no views. Get to Mary's Rock. I'm sure there's not going to be a view, but maybe it'll open up for me. Who knows? Okay, Mary's Rock. 0.1 this way. But that's not happening. I don't think we'll have a view. So, again, I'm on a bit of a time crunch. Trail's been really crappy. Really soft. Oversaturated with water. And I need to get to minimum Pinnacle picnic area, so Gigi can pick me up and get me out of harm's way. Alright, there's Bird's Nest number 3 shelter. I almost forgot the video that's coming through. I love the shelter that's right on the trail, instead of going 0.3 off or what have you. So, still slow going. Everyone I'm passing saying that the Rangers have been telling them they need to get out of here. They're kicking people out. They heard of people that were going to try to ride it out like myself, but they're cracking down pretty good to get everyone out of here. And I guess I don't blame them. The ground's so saturated. I really hate to see what it's going to be like once the wind starts blowing around here, because these trees are going to uproot fairly easy. I think I have like 2.5 more miles to get to the pinnacle and just hang out there. Maybe somebody will be picnicking and I can yogi up on some barbecue or something. Well, I'm about 1.5 miles away from the Pinnacle campground or picnic area. Up on the pinnacle itself, the highest point for the day, I think it's 3,700 feet. Doesn't matter if it's 3,700 or 3,800. There's no view today. Light mist blowing. I guess it's because we're inside the cloud. But, right, really good mileage considering how bad it was. The trail. I'll be at the Pinnacle picnic area pretty quick. I should have just told Gigi I would push on for Skyland, but I don't know. She might be there before me. But, okay. Alright, well, made it safely back to Pittsburgh. I'm gonna hang out here for a couple days, then get back at it. I think while I'm home, I'm gonna hit the Laurel Highland hiking trail. I don't want to sit around and not stay in shape. Go do the Laurel Highland hiking trail, up over Heart Attack Hill a couple times. That should keep me in shape for getting back on the trail. So, for now, Grumpy out.